And they do get the Terror Blade.
What?
The OGs won it. They went with my pick. Terror Blade.
The damage to find the kill.
Burning stood so far away.
Mid lane, they start with the Syrian Chains and do a quick rot. What's he going to do? Imprison up? He can actually get hooked back straight away. Jirax is so low, he actually tried to wait it out. OP. It's very difficult for either of these two melee heroes to move forward and stop the damage going into the tier 3 tower, tier 1 tower.
This is also before
they're going to TP in. Jirax is seeing this arrive, so Q is going to arrive in. Remember, they've still got Fly behind him, and the hook actually latches the Visage. So a lot of damage to a tower, a kill on support too. Anna, well, there's your Searing Chains. There's no real follow-up. He's going to get imprisoned. Where's that defensive spirit? You assume he's got one. Okay, no, he doesn't. He's going to plant it down and then get away. Sentry Ward's down, so Jirax also being revealed. He managed to find the Invis rune. Does he get out of range? Yes, he does, and then tries to run himself. No! Oh, we burned out. They came to him, but this time OG built the push, and he did come. I'll try and fall back with the Ignite, keeping Push down low, burning. He's actually really low. The hook's available, but Anna in through the rear with the Syrian Chains. Already finds one kill there. Notel needs to make more copies of himself. This T1 tower is still up, and OP's getting a little bit of soul intelligence. It'll slowly start to build up. Anna will do his little TP back, regenerate back to the front lines. But the T1 tower is already Terror Blade. Jirax with Dismember, grab, hold, and able to do so. That is just a little time. Nice. It's about that time for Slaughter to make their move. Q, Blink, Crush. A lot of supports coming over. Jirax, he does have stick charges available. Actually denies himself. And now you get the side of Fist Syrian Chains. Combining it with the Veil of Discord. Notel will move over as well. Anna dropping down very, very low. You've got the extra heal plus the Shallow Grave up from Fly. They're trying to get close enough to him with the Soul Assumption, but Notel will sacrifice his life to keep the Ember Spirit alive. But will that even be enough? No, Ember will die as well. And the Crush in the back lines. Fly and S4. S4 will finally split. But is the damage already done? Weaver doesn't have time lapse, but he does have the ability. Send him up and towards the air with the Storm Ruling, but he comes back down again with one charge is triggered. The buyback out from the Ember, trying to keep the fight going, but if he dies again with the Blink Crush, Ember is gone! 40 seconds on the sideline with the dieback. S4 has re-entered his Brulee form, but burning right behind him. The clap is beautiful, but the damage is repaired with time lapse. S4 still on the run, actually leading Invictus Gaming over towards Jirax. But it's Notel under the tower. He'll die again too. The Soul Assumption charges are just building up time and time again. And now it's up to Jirax on the front lines. A Blink, a Crush, another amplification. One by one, they all go to the Slaughter OG. And where is the collateral? Where is the extra damage with the amplification on S4? Burning. Again, they knew exactly where to go. Brewmaster will finally... They need something else to help him out. Logo's getting very aggressive, but so is S4, the Blink, the clap. He actually looks to get the creep wave, but actually found Q in the trees. A quick jump forward, slide of fist. That's a lot of damage with the burn and the hook. It catches out the Slaughter. XXS pulled back in again, so Notel will find that one. Even the Courier missed Micro from Invictus Gaming. They lost it and had a wand as well as a TP scroll on it, so nothing absolutely huge, but the hook again from Jirax, grabbing Bobo, pulling him back into OG. So there's 3 heroes gone, and a tower follow-up, but no, they don't have buybacks available. The best day for him. The support. Oh my hello! Goodness. And goodbye. Quick push away. He already actually has the 4-staff up and running, but can't get that far away. Quick imprisonment, they create a little bit of distance. The Illusion's trying to keep the Slaughter out, but he just jumps back in again, gets the double crush. Maybe with the extra suns, they can keep Jirax in control, so he can't just do that. It's the Dismember. Shallow Grave allows Jirax just to keep rotting and staying on the front lines. He needs to get the bug off him, actually just denies himself. Lets the Shallow Grave tick out, but another double crush. This Slaughter really proving his worth. The buyback has to come out from Jirax. Notel is just so low. He's got Sunder back off cooldown again. He can use it on the Visage, potentially turn this fight around for himself. When the stuns come out from the familiar birds, they don't really have that option, but Jirax needs a line for the hook. 3 seconds on cooldown. Blink, clap forward. Brewmaster will get stunned up, but Jirax just moves forward, and they don't need to do anything. No extra big abilities triggered. And like because OD to miss, OD has a huge problem actually with True Strike. That was very greedy, Jirax. He went back in to get the last hit on the Ancient Rock. Oh no! He denied himself underneath them. KB pretty soon too to deal with the Brewmaster. I guess Brewmaster actually can't. Do they camp the Spirit? A ping just came out, and now, okay, well, flag gets revealed. The jump forward. Weaver was looking for the opportunity. Familiar drop downs, but the primal split already came in from S4, so Slaughter caught inside the tree lines. If they can bring him down, there isn't that continuous amplification which Invictus Gaming exploited so perfectly in their last engagement. Instead, this fight splits into multiple parts. It's Notel looking for his kind of opening. Odie's already been spun up in towards the air, but no, they just don't have enough. Not once Burning arrives, Anna cannot continue to be hit by the orbs. So he's got the distance, he's got the speed. G-Rex, however, does not have either of those things. So Odie comes in and brings a big chunk of damage from his orb attacks.
It's getting rougher and rougher for OG. No-Tail was very far separated away from his team. The fight was centered around the Brewmaster, but he was kind of like a screen and a half away, and of course they're going to take the Terrorblade down if he doesn't have Aegis in his possession. And now IG know the Brewmaster split's also on cooldown. So OG defending this bottom tower. It's going to come from a lot of spam of the Ember Spirit. There is a DD on the Ember Spirit, so they might be underestimating OG's fighting potential at this juncture.
They jump forward. S4 tries to help him out. They push him back. There's that Hurricane Pike going to work with multiple spirits forward. OP's almost gone. He drops the hammer. They'll break the Aegis, the Immortal. Defensive imprisonment. Try and buy a little bit of time. He'll pop back out again. Cannot blink out. And now with the double familiar stuns, will it be enough? Not when G-Rex in the middle of him, rotting him up. It's not just a slow, it's a sleight of fist build damage with also that Ember Spirit. Is there enough? You got XXS on the run. And Anna, too quick. The blink forward lets the steering chains do the work. And Bobica, he'll be the last one to fall here for Invictus Gaming. Burning was able to escape, but No-Tail able to track him down. Trigger off the shrine, get some regeneration, and then turn this into a push. More spam damage. Blink forward. Ember's going to get caught by it. No-Tail still there. They hook him away from the Slaughter. And with the defensive imprisonment that actually happened from OP, Terrorblade has a little bit more distance to get away. There's still no Metamorphosis. It's on cooldown for one more second. So if No-Tail wants to try and turn this one, they'll have the option to do so. A quick hook, dragging Burning down. He'll have to time lapse pretty early in the fight. Terrorblade, Sunder, 2 seconds, 1 second. Is coming back off cooldown right now. S4 blinks into the climb with a Spirit forward from Anna. They find the opening over on Q. Odie again with a defensive imprisonment, pushes himself out with the Hurricane Pike, but he dies shortly after the fact. And then they move over to Bobica. The Ogre Magi just cannot keep this distance up. Being forced into the middle of the fights, and this seems like a very familiar story. Burning, the sole survivor, tries to run back, now reveals himself, triggers the Diffusal Blade over on the Ember Spirit, but G-Rex misses the hook. S4's there for the clamp, so Burning doesn't have the movement speed he's really looking for, but Shikuchi back off cooldown, keeps the run going. And this will allow him to escape, or will it? Anna, hot on the tail, Spirit jump forward, he has the damage.
He's shrine, so they kind of know that
they find No-Tail.
No-Tail's in this area.
Yep, blink, crush, amplification, No-Tail, no man to work with. So one very, very dead Terrorblade, but
he was also very close to his point booster too, so that's going to actually be a lot for them. They might actually get S4 too as OP goes for the Cindy's.
Yep, not quite. Hook, G-Rex in range, S4 still on the run back out of the tower, so he's going to have to split and try and fight this. So the BKB, that's the 10-second charge triggered by OP, looking for that kill. At the same time, Anna is creep skipping it out, so they don't really have the wave reinforcement they want to have. And the Brewmaster knows he has to get back. He's about to switch back into his Earth Ruling in 1 second time. The familiar stuns won't hit their mark in S4.
As opposed to OG, who constantly pressured the
hook!
Oh my.
It dragged Bobica down. He does have a little bit of extra health in the familiars. Crush onto G-Rex, Ghost Set will protect him for the moment. As the No-Tail illusion scout out, they almost managed to bring down one of the familiars. That would have been quite big for him. Even though Visage does have the resummon, even forcing that out is a good thing. In the shrine as well. Invictus Gaming, they still look for that opening. Anna is possibly their best opportunity with a good multicast. They only got 2 out of it. Straight back into the sleight of fist. So no follow-up from IG.
IG don't have good vision in that area though. They only have vision on the north side, but they're not even close to opening.
There's lots of familiars. Blink, clap, split. Onto the Slaughter as well as onto the Weaver. They all try and get the distance, but they send the OD up. It's the Storm Ruling that's done it. So Slaughter's on the run back out of here with all the Terrorblade illusions and Metamorphosis. They got so much damage. OD will be protected by his BKB. Drops the hammer, so the Pudge will drop. But really, does he have enough of his teammates left? They've done all their damage possible. Fly will finally die as well, but the buyback had to come in from Slaughter so he can blink crush back in again. But it's Bobo and Burning, they're the hard ones doing the work. But while No Tail's alive and he can switch life like that, even Ogre Majai can't fight. S4 back in for the clap. Burning's on the run. They need more detection. There's a sentry ward around the pit, but they find Burning up on the cliffside. A quick Drunken Haze. Is he going to come back into this? No Tail creates a quick copy. Slaughter not really wanting to go in any more than that. Just a quick crush, and that was enough. And S4 looking for a blind blink.
Use the Radiant Shrine in that process.
Oh, Jirax, hook. Okay, you're going to use the Dragon Lance, but Anna then just jumps on top of the Weaver. Roots him in, forces out a quick time lapse. 40 seconds now on cooldown, and they get a second Searing Chains. Terrorblade back on the front lines. The hook is going to miss. Only drags back the illusion of the Terrorblade. Thanks to that defensive improvement onto the Ogre Majai. It still leaves Bobaka stranded in the middle of the OG lineup, so he'll fall as well. OP trying to get rid of these illusions, going to get Searing Chain rooted
He was doing in the earlier parts of the game, Burning, trying to scout out, get any signs of OG and where their positioning is.
Under attack.
But IG are going to be counting their lucky stars that Observer Ward and Sentry haven't been scouted out, because it's letting them know what they can get away with. The hook from Jirax, and then Spirit away from Anna makes for an interesting little detour. But they're still working on Roshan, so down to half-life. Once again, you've got to commit to this. Burning understands now there's a Sentry Ward in front of the pit. As he gets Drunken Haze as he ran past the pit.
Yeah, where are IG's wards? This Observer Ward has stayed up there the entire fight.
Oh, nice. Familiar clap down. S4 and No Tail being caught by it. Again, another imprisonment. This one just trying to take S4 out of the mix. Sana being isolated. That Observer Ward still giving some really good vision, so Anna can play his spots perfectly. Another hit, and allows for Jirax to just combo into the hook. So he can say goodbye to Q and Brewmaster. Jumps in, goes to the split. OD has to trigger his BKB, but he's doing this to TP away to safety. He's actually back up to the shrines, not too far out. They haven't triggered it yet. They're being very, very patient. The Storm Brewlings are creating enough space that OG, they can finish up Roshan before any kind of counter magic can be there for OG, for IG and Jirax. Well, he's more of a distraction. The front line tank, the meat shield, and another hook just short of the Slaughter. They move forward. No Tail with the extra slow as the Spirit jump forward. Anna! The damage output is
Jirax
huge.
in a great spot with his Observer Ward.
If anyone TP's up high, oh, okay, he's a little bit too early. And the hook was a little bit too short. Reveals his position, but the damage is being done. They get the stomp down. This could be big. Catching out Anna, but the shallow grave again. Fly is going to be the right place at the right time. Burning has to back out. There's just so much Terrorblade in the front lines. And the hook from Jirax pulling back in the Slaughter into a fight he does not want to be part of. They've lost the familiars. They've lost their stuns. The Brewlings are causing absolute chaos on the back lines. While No Tail trying to focus more on the ranks. Burning will come through and offer his life. OD's down as well. There's just too much firepower in the OG arsenal. They'll push down closer, fighting underneath the tier 4 towers. Jirax is even just sitting there. Ghost stepped it up, doesn't care. He's got another hook available, and even now Shallow Grave is back off cooldown. They're losing everything, and this could be the game. They've lost all 5, and in fact, it is GG.